Work out, I listen to the Huff and Nasty Show.
Thank you, buddy.
Good?
Coming to you from basketball heaven.
Basketball heaven, D-Huff. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing great. I can't wait till right after the show we get to go watch some
Orange.
orange.
What color is that, Daniel? Orange.
Orange.
Orange, buddy.
Unfortunately, they get to play. Well, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
What are we going to talk about today?
Let's see. We're going to talk about a little college basketball. It's that time of year. A little NFL action. A couple things. A couple tiers yesterday. We're going to talk about some people that are riding dirty. We get the riding dirty segment coming back.
Riding dirty.
Item. We're going to do the AL West today. We're going to talk about the AL West. 4 teams in that division. 2 of them are good and 2 of them aren't.
There's 2 teams in that division.
And then we're going to go to, we're going to give you a couple fantasy outfield suggestions, tips.
Fantasy outfield.
And then we're going to go watch the Orangemen play. So let's go back to the top.
We're going to collect some stuff.
Yeah, I was working.
On the way.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was working yesterday and the day before, and we got real busy over at the Bank Street Brew House, and I didn't get to see college basketball.
Well, that's good for you.
Well, it's excellent for me. It's excellent for the show, actually. Yeah. So what was going on in college basketball the last couple of days, man? I'm kind of out of the loop.
St. Mary's beat Gonzaga.
I did see that. I haven't seen any of the games.
It came down. It was like a 2-point game. It was a really good game. Western Kentucky wins the Sun Belt, so they're 15-18 record and they're in the NCAA tournament.
Western Kentucky. Isn't that the Hill Tumblers?
The Hill Toppers. They got rid of their coach in December. Got a brand new coach in the middle of the season.
Syracuse plays UConn later on today. I know that because we'll be watching that game from the D-Huff Sports Lounge.
The Sports Lounge is going to be open for some of you all that... You know who you are. You can come over whenever you want.
Anyway,
and we got U of L Marquette.
U of L's going to be the national champions now, aren't they?
Yeah, they beat Seton Hall, so they're probably a 2 seed. Well, you might as well.
I love you, U of L. I love you.
You got me bad and dirty. And then you got the Cats play tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Winner of LSU
is it relevant?
And Arkansas.
UK is the #1 overall. It's not relevant.
Well, Calipari said, why do we get to play this?
You know what I'm doing, Daniel?
You're pulling an Arian Foster.
but in all seriousness, we're not laughing about Arian Foster, man. He didn't come from much.
He didn't come from much. His mom sold her wedding ring.
Wedding ring for food.
For food.
Choked him up the other day. But I'll tell you one thing he won't be choked up about.
Well,
whatever.
He basically realized that she doesn't have to want one for anything, and either to his kids or his kids' kids.
Man, but yes, they haven't had to worry about anything for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're getting paid to play football, I wish I was getting paid to play.
Well, he was only getting paid like $500,000 compared to 5 years, $43.5 million, $23 million guaranteed. $23 million guaranteed.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think he was playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
They're not afraid to pay anybody.
No, they're not.
What about Peyton? Parting ways, done with the Colts. You've heard about that for days. My question is, more importantly than all of that, first of all, class act, Peyton Manning, the way he handled all that. Class act.
Totally class.
Where's he going?
He's already there. He decided to take a plane flight. He said, he did this. Jim Irsay, glad to play for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to South Florida. I'm going back to my summer home. And he's not going to leave, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me ask you a question. You think the Saints will put a bounty out on Peyton Manning? I'm tired of hearing about that, so I don't even talk about that. But
man, no, Andrew Luck.
Speaking of riding dirty, right?
Yeah. Speaking of riding dirty.
I mean, yeah, the Colts, Andrew Luck. 3 years from now, I predict they'll be saying Peyton who. You watch
Andrew Luck is.
You watch how fast the Midwest fans from Indy turn and forget about Peyton and all he's done for that city, that organization, that everything, the merchandising in the whole city of Indianapolis. You watch, they'll forget about Peyton Manning.
Andrew Luck might be better than Peyton Manning.
He might be. He might be.
Who knows?
He's not in the pros yet. He's not in the pros yet. He's not in the land of bounties.
No, he's definitely not there. I mean, they asked him the question, what if opening game next year in Indy, and it's Peyton's team coming in and he has to play him? His response was, I don't care who the other quarterback is.
That's
I'm
right.
trying to get the ball in the court.
That's right.
Feel it and score.
Get it done.
That's talking from a person who's way beyond their years.
Get the job done, Peyton. Get the job done. So
yeah.
Lenny Dykstra. I mean, I met Lenny Dykstra when I was playing.
And he got me riding dirty. Literally riding dirty
cars. That's the definition of riding dirty. Literally.
He's the ultimate
cars.
riding dirty.
I mean, what are you doing, Lenny Dykstra? Seriously, I mean,
I know you owe people money, but still jacking cars.
Oh man, I tell you, where did Dykstra when he left the Phillies? Where did he go play? I can't remember for the life of me. Did he play for the Royals?
I think the Royals.
Did he go to the team? Yeah, I think it was the team that beat him in the World Series. I don't know. Anyway,
that was the Dodgers. It was blue.
Maybe it was blue. So, and for the third installment of our
one more thing.
Oh,
Carlos Guillen retired.
Oh, that's right, Carlos.
What a great career he had.
Solid year. It was
14 years.
275 or 280 lifetime bangers. That's pretty good in the bigs.
Yeah. 14 years. Hell, that's really good.
We've been doing breakdowns of the baseball. See what's going to happen this year in the baseball season. I'm getting real excited about baseball. Horse racing, baseball.
We're going to go out to the Fat Albert
we're going to go to AL West this week. Start out with letting D-Huff give you his. Give me your top four. This is the easiest of all the divisions.
Top four out of the four?
Top four out of the four.
Let's go with the worst to best.
Let's go worst to best. Well, how do you determine the worst?
Flip a coin.
All right, so who's the worst?
Flip this baseball.
Yeah, who's the worst then?
I'm going to go with the Mariners because my boy Man Ram will be back with the ace, so I'll give them the edge. The dreadlock. He's gonna have.
You're giving the Oakland A's the edge over the Marlins because
of Manny Ramirez.
Well played, well played. So,
and then I think that the Angels are gonna win it, and Rangers come in second, so they're gonna try to fill that one of those two wild card spots. But I think with the additions of C.J. Wilson, Albert Pujols
pushes them over the top.
Yeah, and I mean C.J. Wilson goes from the Rangers to the Angels.
Yes.
That's going to be interesting there.
Well,
what do you think? What are you thinking here?
I'm going to do it just the opposite way. I think the Oakland A's can't overcome this pitching staff they've got. They got a couple prospects up top. That Jameel Weeks is good. That second baseman, he's going to steal out for him. If him and Coco Crisp can run.
Yeah.
If they can run all over the base pass, then they got a shot.
And then Manny Ramirez comes up and hits a ding dong.
It's a little more exciting. I'm putting the Marlins at the bottom. The only Marlins are the Mariners.
They're playing in the AL West now.
But Felix Hernandez, they'll win half his games. Or more than that. But other than that, they don't have any.
He's the only guy to ever win a Cy Young with a losing record.
But I think I'm gonna go against you here marginally. I'm gonna take the Rangers to win a division. It's a real close call.
That's because you like riding dirty.
Well, I do like riding.
Josh, you like to drink.
Well, I like to party in general.
We're party people.
But let's leave that alone.
Party people.
Just for the sake of sort of mixing it up a little for the show here, I just think the offensive lineup is going to be more consistent with the Rangers if they stay healthy. I know it looks on paper like a really good lineup, but sometimes if you bring the big dog in, and nobody else gets a chance to eat. If you understand what I'm saying, D-Huff.
But you got Jerry Weaver, C.J. Wilson, Dan Herron, Urban Santana.
It's a hell of a pitching staff.
I mean, that's four number one starters.
It's a hell of a pitching staff, and it's tough to go against them. But
and they're in Southern California.
I think it's a close race. I think Nolan Ryan's got a better vibe in the clubhouse. And I think the mojo's with him, the black shell and the man above.
I'll tell you who's the key to the Rangers.
The key to the Rangers? Derek Holland. If he's
Darvish.
Oh, I forget. CD. That's why you're sitting next to me, buddy. Because I didn't even think about you, Darvish.
If you Darvish is what they think he's going to be, I will say,
yes.
If you Darvish is what they think he's going to be, and the way he pitched yesterday, they will. That could be last game of the year. Wins the division. It could be that tight.
I get you. I think it's going to go down to the end.
We're going to go with some fantasy. Start your fantasy picks this week. We're going to start with the outfield. I'm going to let Nate start.
Yep.
We're going to give you three pretty much guarantees if you pick them up. And then we're going to give you three that we think are...
First of all, let me start off by saying, because Matt Kemp had such a big year this year, he's going to go early in drafts. He's going to be a disappointment this year. You heard it right here first.
Well, I mean, who else is in that lineup?
My two disappointments this year, Curtis Granderson, Matt Kemp. They both had monster years last year. I don't think they're going to have big years. I think they'll be serviceable.
Granderson has 2 home runs already.
Well, like I said, I think.
How does that guy hit home runs?
I don't know.
I mean,
He's
got an unbelievable power swing.
Maybe it's that hitch he's got in his arm when
I
he rolls around the field.
I guess if you move a lot, you hit the ball harder.
And then I got a couple of sleepers. I'm a fan of speed in my outfielders, and I don't care that much about outfield, to be perfectly honest with you, early in the draft. But
I know.
My two sleepers are going to be Michael Bourne, who's going to be running all over the place this year, and a Desmond Jennings character down in Tampa Bay. You heard a little bit about him at the end of the season. He made some noise. Did he make some
who's your lock to pick?
My lock pick that's going to get you money all year long, Andrew McCutchen.
So you switched. You didn't go with Giancarlo!
No, I didn't. So, who's your lock pick?
My lock pick is Alex Gordon.
Oh,
he signed a 1-year deal.
That's good.
He's playing for free agency.
You may want to throw him into sleeper picks, but that's okay.
He's actually 13 on this bar, so that's pretty much, you know. He's actually right behind your pick in McCutchen. My sleeper, I go down here to the bottom. It depends if he gets enough at bats. Yonder Alonso from the Reds, if they can get him in the lineup. The guy can hit. The guy hit last year.
Yeah, but you don't want to pick a sleeper that's not going to get full everyday playing time. He's not going to with Heisey, Stubbs, and unless Stubbs falls in his face, you got Jay Bruce, the franchise player. Good call. Possibly if he gets in, I'll give you that much. But it's tough to.
I'll go with my man I picked up last year.
Okay.
He had a 30-something game hitting streak.
All right.
Emilio Bonifacio!
You can plug him in anywhere. He's a good utility guy.
Good utility guy.
Next week we're going to be doing the shortstops.
Second
Monday. Monday's going to be mostly college bracketry.
We're talking bracket
madness. We're talking brackets.
Bracket breakdown.
He'll have his picks. I'll have mine. We'll have a couple sleepers. You know how we do it.
If you want to get in the bracket, we have a bracket challenge, by the way.
Yes, we
Email us, dhuffandnastyshow@gmail.com.
There you go.
We'll send you a link to get on it.
Facebook us, YouTube us,
Facebook.
Google. There's all kinds of ways to find us. If you
drive around town and look for us,
if you really want to. Occasionally,
you can find us if you want to.
Would be no friend of mine. And remember to always share and like the show. Comment.
Tornado donations, by the way.
Keep the tornado donations coming. Everybody's been real.
Thank you so much. We'll have some stuff coming up.
We're taking another trip over to drop stuff off. Just go online. You find all the places to drop it off. Help out. Everybody's pulling together really nicely. Our next show, like I said, we're going to be doing the
second base bracket breakdown
and shortstop. Second base and shortstop. Middle infield. Fantasy.
Does Syracuse play Kentucky for the national championship? We'll answer that question.
No.
We'll answer that
One
question.
of the two of them is going to be in the game. Anyway,
looks like looks like a unibrow.
Is that what it is?
We'll see you all on Monday. Have a great weekend. Big
Real quick, Kevin. Just look right in here. Listen to the D Huff and Nasty Show.
What is it?
D Huff and Nasty Show.
What's the show about?
It's a radio show about sports and the Cardinals. When you get done with your workout, you listen to the D Huff and Nasty Show.
When you get done with your workout, you listen to the D Huff and Nasty Show.
Adam Wainwright, nice to meet you. When you get done with your workout, what do you do?
What's the D Huff and Nasty Show?
I love it. Thanks, buddy.